What's up, everyone? Today we are looking at Middleton. So, in this area, you're going to see an entry silo. This is basically the very beginning of the Middleton area, early childhood center there. That entry silo that I pointed out at the very beginning is kind of like the windmill at Brownwood. Obviously, one cannot have a family area without a coffee shop, which is right at the entrance. They didn't name the actual coffee shop. They just said it would be a coffee shop. And then you also have Citizens First Bank right on the entrance at the left-hand side. Canton Bean building, right when you come in. This is going to be a prominent feature of Middleton. Really outstanding architecture. It's going to be a lot of businesses and offices, not retail business, but business offices, things like that. Coming into that building there, the architecture is going to be something different and something that stands out. This here is called the Minor Building. This is your retail, your restaurants, those kind of buildings like that. I went off the video that the Villages just put out less than a month ago, where they were talking about each of these and what exactly they entail. I figured I'd give you a good layout of where everything's at. They are coming along quite nicely now in the Middleton area, and they are starting to build quite a bit here as well. So you can see the charter school, that is the high school there in the background in the top left. And this is where the downtown area will be. The downtown area is actually between that charter school and, well, kind of the Minor Building and that the Bachman Building that I'm going to point out here shortly. Now, there's a square there with the Middleton. It's got that Middleton logo on it. They plan to have food trucks, festivals, pep rallies, all kinds of stuff like that, as well as a splash pad for the kids. This is Central Parkway running on the right-hand side, and that's the Van Doren building right there. So sales, service, things like that going in that area. That's where you're going to see the Villages sales, where if you're looking to buy a house and all that kind of stuff. And then you also see the middle school back there in the background that I just pointed out. The houses in the back, that is the Middleton area. That's the first area that they built out. They have completed so far Lake Harlow and Dry Creek Parks. Those two parks are open in this area. Randy McDaniel Way is the road that's going to go in between all of this, kind of along the left-hand side you can see here, between the charter school and the Minor Building, the Bachman Building, those buildings, all right there, and the Van Doren Building. That's also where the splash pad is, and it's also where the actual downtown square is. You'll get kind of a look at that there as we spin around a little bit. Right now we're flying over that main area of Middleton. And so you're also coming up on the left here. You'll see those bodies of water there. The boathouse is right looking over the water. You can watch the sunsets because the sun sets in that general direction. And it's just a nice area. This area right below us here to the left at the end of that building is where they're putting that splash pad in. That's the splash pad area. They said they're starting that pretty soon. And that's actually the boathouse there. You can see it. Once again, kayaks, paddle boards, those are the things that they're planning on here. As far as I know, Middleton is about a third done. in terms of housing, or this is only a third of the size of what you're actually going to see. There's going to be so many full-time families living in this area with the charter school, obviously the middle school, the high school, all of the above. And that's the general idea, that they're going to bring entertainment and everything to that area, so that way they can keep the families working in the villages local and keep the talent and provide something for the workers. That way they won't have to travel so far. A lot of construction south of the turnpike, and that's this general area. That's why they are building all of this stuff out. One of the restaurants is also being built out, called Four Rivers Smokehouse. That is a restaurant, is going to be the first restaurant that they've contracted for this area. Again, that's Four Rivers Smokehouse. And that's going to be the first one that opens up, I believe. You can see the coffee shop right down there on the corner. And then you can also see Citizens First Bank on the left-hand side. And here's another look at the silo there. That's that entry silo. They said that they're waiting on signage for the silo. That is pretty much done. They're just waiting on some final touches for that. It's quite a neat little area that they have going on here. This is Central Parkway that we just came over. And then you can see here, this is looking toward Eastport. So that big Eastport expansion is underway. You can see all the dust up from the trucks and all of that kind of stuff. Driving back and forth, dumping loads of dirt, a lot of fill dirt, especially in that secret promise area. They're probably going to have to build that area up quite a bit, considering it's a lot of marshland. But you are going to see, I would assume, a bunch of natural preserves in that area as well. So this is looking north toward the turnpike. And the old 470 used to be right over there, but they rerouted it and renamed it Central Parkway, so it goes right through Middleton. You can see they're building the foundations out in this area. This is kind of, as we spin around here, you're going to see the quarry, that big traffic circle at the entrance of Middleton. Now this Central Parkway will go all the way over the turnpike. It turns into 470. It goes over the turnpike and it goes into Okahumpka. The Villages now owns all four sides of all four corners of the turnpike, the northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest sides. I'm wondering how much that's going to change the exit there, because the exit currently, there's no gas stations or anything like that around there. It's just a sun pass lane. So here's the opposite direction here, looking toward the quarries and all of those areas. This is basically looking west. You can see the Middleton housing. But that's it for the update here in Middleton. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a like. And as always, I will see you in the next one.